Hey Max Impactors, I'm here. This time of year is my favorite time of year to start getting our dried beans out of the pods. It's really cold out, so I usually save this for this time of year. When I do these pods, the best way to do them is you grow them on the vine, you grow them on their vine, and I just wait till they completely dry on the vine. Some people will take the pods, string them up, put them down in the basement and dry them out that way. I find it's a lot more efficient just to leave them on the vine, get them completely dry. I have my this is like a little bin I had that's open on the bottom. I just stuck these in my basement until now. And to unpod, there's two ways you can do it. I call it one way the neat way, and then the other way is the quick way. All right, this is the neat way, is when you just kind of take them right out of the pod, open up the pod, I throw them in a plate. I like to put them in mason jars. These seeds, I'll be using some of these next year, and the way I put it in the jars, I have one of these, the canner funnels, and I just put it there, just make sure I get it in there. And you just can sit here in a free time, maybe watching TV and doing this. And the other way, and this way you might want to do if you have a whole lot of beans, is you can just take these beans and just like crush them up. I mean, some people put them in pillowcases and just really crush them up. And you can do this with your hand too. As you can see, all the beans are kind of falling out as I do it. And all the beans come out. You can put these down. Sometimes I'll put it down on the table and I'll just use my hand and kind of crush it up. And then, you'll have all the beans, and then you just take all the big pods out, and then you have the beans left. The only thing I don't like about this method is you have to get it outside and kind of toss it, have something that you can kind of toss it in the air and let the wind blow off all the little extra chunks, okay? What do they call it? The wheat from the chaff. It's kind of like the chaff you're trying to get away. But if I have time, I like to just do it this way. I just kind of peel them out of the pods. It goes pretty quick. And I probably have about 2 pounds worth of these beans here. Oop, some just flew off the table. That happens sometimes. And then once I get a lot of beans here, I can just take them, use my funnel, and I dump them in. I really like these. These beans are, I do 2 types of beans. I do Hutterite soup beans every year, and that's because my family has a recipe that we do. We usually do it on the Epiphany, and it's a ham bean soup. And instead of using navy beans from the store, I use Hutterite soup beans, which it's excellent. Turns out the soup turns out really well. This here is my Trail of Tears black beans, and these black beans we use, you can use them just as you would use regular black beans, but we like to make a corn black bean salsa and can it every year, give it out to family and friends. It's really good salsa, so that's what we use these beans a lot for. You can also use it for some other dishes that would just take regular black beans. I've already done, if you look at my videos, you'll see I did a Cuban black bean, that was amazing. It was excellent. I mean, if you want to try something with black beans, that's delicious. That's it. So I'm just gonna spend some time here running through all these beans and getting them into the jar. And I'm gonna show you, how many we got in the jar from just today's work. I just finished up getting these beans all done and in the jar. I weighed them too because I wanted to give you an idea about the scale. So this jar is about a pound of beans, okay? A little over a pound of beans. So I calculated that it's about 1.5, maybe a little bit more than that, of beans here. So the amount of space that this took for me to grow in the garden is, since these beans are a pole bean, is only 4 square foot in my garden. So I do square foot gardening. It only took like 4 square foot to create a 1.5 pound beans. That's about what's normal. Usually you get about 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds per 4 square foot that you grow them on. So I'm really happy with this yield, and it is going to make some great salsa next year. All right, guys. Well, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like the channel, subscribe, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video.